Praised be Jesus and Mary. In the first reading today from the book of the prophet Ezekiel, we hear about the Lord purifying not only his temple, but the whole city of Jerusalem. He sends these 6 men, who are actually angels, and tells them that they are to slay everyone except those marked with the letter Tau. The letter Tau looks just like a capital T, so it looks like a cross. And, we hear the same story in the book of Revelation. Maybe not the exact same story, but the same thing. So what happened in the Old Testament times is going to happen again. And only those who are marked with the sign of the cross are the ones who are going to be able to survive that period of trial and purification. St. Peter also adds to this when he tells us that there is a purification in our midst. And we shouldn't be surprised that it begins in the household of God. Just as it did in the first reading, it begins in the temple. It didn't begin in the city or the country. It began in the temple of the Lord. And we hear a very terrifying thing, that is that the glory of the Lord left the temple. Remember that in the Old Testament, the people were so completely convinced that because this was the temple of the living God, that the Lord would never abandon his temple or his people. And actually, it's not the Lord. It's not that the Lord abandoned his people. They abandoned him. And the majority of the world today has abandoned him. But, those who were faithful to him are the ones that were marked with the sign of the cross and saved. So what the Lord is looking for from us is to remain faithful. We have been marked with the sign of the cross in both baptism and confirmation. If we are faithful to the Lord, then we too shall be saved. It's just that simple.